Hello everyone, Mind Mechanic here. So today I'm going to show you how to fix this problem on these Chevy Blazers and S10s, and I'm sure the Silverados as well. When you turn your, see here, the key is on, but it does not show the mileage or the gear selector. So I'm going to show you how to fix that. I believe there is a wire inside there that goes to these LEDs that is not connected or broken. That's a common problem on these. So let's tear it apart and see if we can get this thing fixed. So we're going to start out by removing the dash bezel. And to do that, there are 4 screws down in here. You got one here. You have to remove the lower one as well. So if you remove the lower one, you have one on this side, one on this side, one down here, and then one on this side over here. Then you can lower this. And then once you get this lowered, then there's going to be a screw right here, a screw right behind here, and then one up there. Make sure you move that, and then you should be able to just grab it and just pop it out. So, and also you have to, if you have your windshield wipers in the back, and if you have these switches, make sure you unplug this, and also you have to unplug your headlights and this stuff over here. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so as you've seen, I lowered the steering wheel all the way down, and then I put the, first of all, put the parking brake on, and then I put the key in, drop this down into first gear. That way it's all the way down low, and then you can get your bezel out a lot easier. So once you get that out of the way, you're going to have, here, we got a light real quick. You're going to have a screw right there, a screw right there, and then I think there's two in the, yeah, there's two in the bottom. One right down there, and then one down in there. So you go ahead and remove all 4 of those, and then you're going to have that connector up top there. Go ahead and remove that, and then we can get our bezel out. Or not bezel, instrument cluster out. Alright, so as you saw, I dropped this down in the first gear again to get this bezel out. Or not bezel, I keep calling it bezel. Instrument cluster. And then to take your electrical connector off, whoops, you just press in that like that and then pull it out. So let's go over to the bench and start working on it. Alright, so now I have it flipped over, and I'm just going to take this cover off the back. So just go around, grab these little clips, pop these loose. Alright, now that we have that cover off, you can just grab your circuit board, slowly lift up on it. Be careful with it though. There we go. Alright, we're going to flip this thing over. Alright, so in order to inspect the back of these, you can go ahead and pop these off, or pop the little clips. You just push this back, and then push this one back, and you can pull this up. And then you can inspect back here, and I'll zoom in here. Just look for any cracks in the solder. So this doesn't look that bad. Alright, so I was re-inspecting the backside of this, and I found a crack. So I think I can get to focus here. See that first pin? See that crack? The one all the way on the top there. So you gotta look real close for a crack on that. And same for this one. I haven't seen anything on this yet, but you can just make sure you inspect it real good. Those all look pretty good. Hey, check this out. I soldered just that one I showed you, and look at this, it works. That is awesome. So all you have to do, like I said, you find one that's cracked. It's probably gonna be that top one I showed you. Just take your solder, take your heat. I used a wood burner. It worked just fine. Just take your solder, melt you some solder, stick it, put your solder on there, and it should fix that problem right up. So. Oh, and by the way, this is the solder I used. This is the very fine electrical. Here's the case for it. So you can see it's a 96.4. If you can get the finest stuff you can, even this was kind of big for it, but I was able to use it. So just try to get the smallest you can. And then I just used a wood burner to burn it. If you had a solder gun, that'd probably work better. But if you don't have a solder gun and you have a wood burner laying around, then you can use this too. So. Alright, so putting this back together is pretty simple. It's just a reverse of removal. So I'm just going to walk you through it real quick. So remember, obviously, plug in your connector up top, your 4 bolts in that hold your cluster, and then you're going to grab your bezel, put your bezel up here, make sure you drop down, or put your gear selector in first, that way it's easier to get up here. And I still have the steering wheel all the way down. Go ahead and plug in your rear windshield wiper control here. Plug in your 4-wheel drive control, if you have 4-wheel drive. And then your headlights over here, snap those in. And then you're gonna, remember you have a screw up top here, you have a screw right here, and a screw right here. And then once you're done putting that up there, then you just snap this up and then put your 4 screws that hold this. Alright, so I got it all put back together. And now we have a working odometer and gear selector display. So, awesome to have that back working again. So, not that hard to fix. Alright y'all, if this video is helpful, please give it a like. If you want to see more of my videos in the future, please subscribe. And thanks so much for watching. See you next time.